this is how I make couple gnomes. If you have any kind of dry goods around the house, like rice or beans, I usually use 2 to 3 cups depending on the size of your gnome. You can use more or less. After I'm done, I secure it with a clear rubber band and I cut the little tail off the top. And then I always use twine. I use hemp in particular to secure because the rubber bands over time begin to wear out and they will break. You don't want your beans falling all over the place. So you use 2 socks. You have your base sock, and then you have your sock that goes over the base sock. That will be like the body. And you cut it right at the heel, and then you can use the top sock as a hat. So I put a rubber band around the part of the heel that I cut, and it makes a little pom-pom on top. And then I always pre-cut my hemp, so then I just have it ready. These are what I use for their noses. They're just little wooden balls. And these are the wooden buttons that I use to accessorize. These are little hair curlers, and they help to keep the hats to stand up. These are the beards, and when you trim them, you always trim them from the back side of the beard. This is a mop, and it works well for beard and for hair. And these are just some things that I found around the house that I can use for gnomes. It's pretty crazy when you start looking around on how much stuff that you can use. Just open up your imagination. We've also made glasses from paper clips, which was a little bit different, but fun nonetheless. So you cut off as much as you want. You can have as little or much as hair, and I always cut it in half because it's super long. And then I always blush the nose, because what gnome doesn't have a little blushy nose? And after I blush it, I glue it on there. I usually look to place the nose before, so then I know where I want it, so it's not too high or too low. And then you secure the rubber band with some hemp. I put a little drop of glue on the top of his nose, and then I secure the hat down around his nose, or her nose actually. And then I glue the hair underneath the hat, which works out really well. And then I do the other one. And I like to just secure it a little bit more, and then you put a little glue all the way around, and then just kind of press it down, and you got the hat on. So I like to braid my hair. I sometimes do the fishtail braids, sometimes I just do regular braids, or you could just leave it regular. Just depends on what you like. I put a little heart for her lips, which I really think that looks cute. I trim her hair up because it was a little uneven, and then I add some twine with some bells and a couple accessories. So then you grab the beard and you trim it all up. If you have to trim it, do it from the back side always. I put a little glue on the nose and put it on, then I put a little glue on the beard and then I put that on, and then you tuck the beard underneath the hat and kind of pull it up on each ends of the corner because it puckers out up at his lips and makes him look like he has a little mouth. Here I am using the little curlers to put underneath the hat to make his hat stand up. I didn't use curlers for the girl gnome. I'm going to secure the hat all the way around. And he's looking good. I'm going to use a little twine on the top. Put a little, I think I put a deer or a reindeer button. And I added some bells. And then I put a couple buttons on his hat. And then I decided I'm going to make a little purse for my girl gnome. So I had these little holly things, and I just cut them all up. And then I glued the little bag together where it was only open on the top, and then I stuck the holly down inside of it with a little bit of glue. And then I made a little strap. I put glue on the top, and then I added buttons to it. And then I decided I didn't want a square purse, but I wanted a rounded purse. So then I had to re-glue it a little bit, but nothing major. And always change things up a bit as you go. So I made a little handle, trim it up a little more, glue it back together again so nothing falls out of her purse. And then I glue the little strap underneath her hat. And she has got a little purse. Look at that. How cute. Love it. So I have a couple other ones to accessorize, so I decided I'll just do it here to show you guys how I usually get all my gnomes ready, and then I accessorize at the end and just kind of decorate them. It's my fun part of this whole bit, is putting all the little decorations on them. It's a lot of fun to create these little guys, and it's super fun giving them away for Christmas. I hope everybody enjoys them that I send them to. I hope y'all enjoyed my video. If you want to see more of what I do on my little farm in Alaska, you can subscribe or follow me. Have a good day.